Hi, this is Zach Meir with the US Chartbreakers here at Zach's Traders Cafe for Friday the 21st of April. And still battling on the S&P to break that line of resistance from back in August. That's around 4160, and obviously we retreated a bit from that area. Ideally we stay above 4080 ahead of a potential successful move through 4160 and then on to the top of that rising trend channel from the end of October as high as 4250. By the end of next month. The worst case at the moment is that we head back to the 50-day line around the 4040 level, but so far we have managed to avoid that scenario. Moving on to the stocks and a few repeats, which is normally a good thing. I got follow on from the upside on a situation. Here we've got Augmedix, and here you can see there's a massive spike to the upside. We suppose we'd have the feeling that there was going to be a decent move, but obviously not as great as that actually has been after we managed to climb back above the 50 and 200-day moving averages over the course of the first part of April. Looking at the situation now, we've got a trend line there from back in June last year. That's heading towards 380, so that's probably the target we're looking for at the moment. While we hold above the intraday support yesterday around the 277 area, so maybe a little bit more on the upside for that situation. If you are ambitious regarding Augmedix, then perhaps the next level up would be as high as $5, but obviously that's only once we got through that 380 zone for the shares. Stock which is a repeat is coming up next. That is Baudax Bio, and here you can see that we've had that rising trend channel over the recent past, and one has to sort of hone in on it given the way that the shares have fallen so much previously. But you can see as it emerges that we managed to get through the 50-day moving average, sort of second attempt. Above that, around the $1.95 area, we're looking for as high as $4.50 by the end of next month. A nice U-shaped or saucer-shaped reversal there as well, so rather cup and handly, if that's not a bad word in terms of English. But above the $2 area, looking for $4.50 by the end of next month on Baudax, so looking good there. Bullfrog, another situation which we've followed of late, and obviously enjoying anything which is AI at the moment. Here we've got a rising trend channel that's been in place since February, top of the channel heading towards the $11 mark now. We're looking for that to be hit by the end of next month, and obviously if we're lucky, the end of this month. The longer we stay above that previous peak there, around $8.20, the greater the chance of $11 over the near term. Good to see the next stock here today flying at the moment. We've got CNS Pharmaceuticals, obviously a bit volatile there, but trading between the 50 and 200-day moving averages. Any dips towards that 50-day line around $1.50 regarded as a potential technical opportunity. On the long side, only an end-of-day close back below $1.50, really delaying the prospect of a top of December broadening triangle target as high as $5.50. By the end of next month. Another repeat is Dragonfly, so it's good to see that back again. Dragonfly Energy, here we had a move to the top of that rising trend channel from back in March. Currently finding support on the 50-day moving average. That's around $4.50, so above that, looking for a new leg up towards retesting the April resistance today at around $6.40. And hopefully we'll get that over the next 2 to 4 weeks or even sooner. Stock that I covered just the other day is coming up next, and Dermata Therapeutics. Here we've got a situation where the shares are trying to break free of that 50-day line. That's around the $2.90 level. Above that, we're looking for the shares to get up to as high as $7.30 by the end of next month at the top of that broadening triangle from December. If you're cautious, I suppose you wait for a clearance of recent resistance at $3.93 as a momentum signal before assuming there is a push to the upside on its way. On to another stock which has had coverage here recently, and that's Guardforce AI. Here, a nice situation where we found new support at old resistance, basically around the $21 area, both in February and also at the beginning of this month. Above $21, we're looking for as high as the $40 area, which is the top of that trend channel from back at the end of November. Hopefully $40 as soon as the end of next month. Moving on to a stock which is new and hopefully will be a regular on this sweep, Hongli Group. You can see that just need to break that recent resistance there at $4. Above that on an end of day close basis, we're looking for up to $5, and you'll see why when I draw the trend channel, even though we don't have much charting furniture at the moment. But $5 hopefully by the end of next month, and especially while we hold above the $3.50 area, which is recent support. Stock which has been covered here recently is coming up, which is a rather strange name, but Professional Diversity Network. Here you can see that shares bouncing off the 200-day line again, so that has been the support for the shares over the recent past, and the longer that we stay above the 200-day line, that's roughly around $2.50, the greater the chance of a retest of recent resistance, the double top there, as high as $7 by the end of next month. On to another riser, and Sunnova Energy International. Here a nice, basically almost effectively a key reversal to the upside for the shares, and heading towards the main resistance zone and the gap there from back in December around $22.80. Expect to see that by the end of next month while we hold above the $16 area, which is the 50-day moving average. Tenaya is next in terms of the rising stocks of late that looks as though they've got further momentum. Here you can see a very solid push through the 200-day moving average on Wednesday, and the shares really look as though they're in a rising trend channel from back in the latter part of last year. Top of the channel looks as though it is up there at $8, and hopefully we could see that by the end of next month, as long as we stay above recent resistance around $3.70. Just a couple of stocks to go now. First one is a new name, and here we've got United Insurance Holdings. Situation here is that we've had, I suppose, gap down, then gap up, so a bit of intense volatility there. It looks like the bulls are in the driving seat here, so we're heading towards the top of that rising trend channel as high as $3.80, while we hold above recent support, which was around the $1.60 level. Ideally, there's no price action now back below $2.40, which is the current level of the 50-day moving average. Above $2.40, looking for that $3.80 zone over the next couple of weeks. Finishing off this sweep with a stock which is looking interesting in terms of the gap that we've had, massive gap through the 250 and 200-day moving average. We've got a resistance line projection target from back in July, heading towards $48. That's our target for the end of next month, while we hold above 38, which was basically support on the way down from that February peak. That's it for me today. More updates next week.